Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Wednesday, the 22nd of April 2020. It's a pleasure to be with you today. Thank you for joining me. I'm using the Shadowscapes deck, which I keep in this lovely little Horus pouch, the all-seeing eye. And while I'm shuffling the cards, what I've noticed on the YouTube channel is that the views on my channel have exactly halved. So the weekly horoscope used to get 12,000. The dailies got 10, now they've got 5. The weekly has gone from 12 to 6, and everything is halved. And it's so interesting to me because it shows that certain people think of these things as just entertainment and something that's trivial, and you can have fun with it while times are good. They don't believe that these are of any use during a crisis. The people who are still here, and myself, because I'm still doing readings, are here because we still believe in the tarot, and especially during a crisis, that's when you need these kind of things. So I'm surprised that people are turning their back on, people are turning their back on what they're feeling and the energy that is, because they're looking at fear and they're being swept up in all of the external stuff. So thank you, and congrats all of you for being here and watching, and congrats to myself as well for doing the readings no matter what happens, because that's the important thing. Let's see what the cards want you to know. We've got the Four of Swords, we have the Devil, and we have the Fool. Awesome. So the Four of Swords is usually a man lying in a church, preparing for something, lying there in a very regal, elegant way. This is a person of interest. And he or she gathers his thoughts. She is also swaddled, or almost, is that a word? Smothered? No. Smothered? No. She's cocooned in this cloth kind of thing. And she's holding this one sword, her idea, and the ideas are bringing her loads of joy. And she's got these 3 swords behind her. So she's taken some time out to go into that inner vortex. And she's found what brings her joy. She's chosen a sword. And now she can come out of that cocoon and take action depending on what she's chosen to do. So in this deck, the Four of Wands isn't about inaction and lying back and thinking things over. In this deck, it's about having made a choice and knowing what makes you happy and becoming the butterfly that you're meant to be and spreading the joy that you're able to spread. Because look at what the side effect of your work is. Flowers falling off. That's beautiful. And peace, the dove of peace. So you've got that going for you. You believe in yourself. You're really happy with yourself at the moment. And then we've got the Devil. And the Devil makes you think that the physical world is everything, and it can suck you in through fear, through heartbreak, through a failure, through shame, through anything that you disown from yourself. So we disinherit ourselves. Like, for instance, let's say I don't like the fact that I'm envious. So I'll take the envious part of myself and I will completely trash it and destroy it because it's a part of myself that I don't like. But by doing that, I'm trashing I'm trashing all of me, because you can't trash one part of yourself and not trash all of the other bits. So don't trash yourself today. Look, that person is doubled over in shame, in fear. Here, the crow has stolen something. It's like crime headquarters, this place. She's locked up. She's chained up in this thing. The theater, the drama, it's not even happy and sad anymore. It's been bridled by the devil, who holds this heart, your heart, in his hands. And it feels like your heart is out of control. And it feels like circumstances are really getting to you and you feel trapped. And this is the exact opposite. This says, by thinking, you're able to release yourself and free yourself. And then finally, we've got the Fool. And the Fool is completely free. The Fool is standing on this totem pole made of chimpanzees and beautiful animals. A fox is watching her. A fox is clever, and she's not like the usual fool who just cartwheels off a cliff basically and just dong. It's the conception of an idea, and it just moves forward regardless what the results are. But it's something that's an idea that has no shape and that forms in your head, and then you have to choose it. So this process, it's circular, this reading, because you're able to see the happy future today, the happiness, the potential joy in this day. You take off, but you're not a fool. You're not going to crash and burn and fall. You've got these doves of peace, which you have created by making a choice and choosing the one thing that you love and that you enjoy doing, and you fly off and you do that and you make progress with it. The one thing to avoid is to focus too much on your feelings. So it's not the best day to ask, does he love me? Does she love me? Or to test your relationship. I want to do a finger like this to warn you. Don't test your relationship today. It's not a good time to test anything. If your circumstances are keeping you stuck and you're not happy and you feel heartbroken, and because there are people right now who are struggling and there are people who are doing fine. For the people who are struggling, you have the presence of mind to realize that the outside world doesn't have to dictate the way you feel inside. Okay? You get that today. It's just given to you on a silver platter. Then you go out in the world during the day, and the devil appears in the sense that suddenly, those days where everything goes right and everything's magical, and also one of those days where everything goes wrong. And this is going to be one of those days where everything contradicts you. So you are happy and you're doing something and you want to go, but the park is closed. Or you want to start a blog, but immediately your computer breaks down and you have to buy a new one and you have to wait. It's all of these trivial little earthy things that are in the way today. And the important thing is to not let those, because those things are like little chimps. They're not as advanced as you are. You're not bound by money. You're not bound by your circumstances. You're not bound by heartbreak today. You can continue taking control of yourself and flying off into a future that you manifest, but only if you see the problems that come up during the day as traps that the ego is putting in your path so that you don't succeed. Because today can be a real success day. If we turn this around, that looked like a giant pig to me for a second. And a giant pig is for slaughter. So it's quite a graphic example, but if you let the external world decide for you today, it's like leading a pig to slaughter. You're just giving your will and your power away to the real world, when in fact, you have so much power within you that it would be such a waste to let the external world dictate to this light being who you are. And she can fly off anywhere. She can fly off to Sirius. She can fly off to Bermuda if she wants. She can fly off to the Akashic Library and read all the books. Anything is possible for you today if you choose an area of your life that brings you joy and motivates you. And that will allow you to overlook all of the problems in your life, to keep a positive, constructive frame of mind, to leap over and overcome and transcend all these problems, and to fly free. You have the potential to be free today. Hooray! Number-wise, 4 and 15 is 19, and 0, that stays 19. 1 and 9 is 10. 10 reduces to 1 in numerology, and 1 is the pioneer, is the boss, is the card that comes after the Fool. So the Fool is the idea kind of forming. You can see the circle. There's the circle, the 0 for the Fool. That's a complete wheel, a 0. And that is always creating new ideas. But the number 1 here in numerology says you're able to take that idea and not just have it in your head. You're able to choose it, one, like choosing one sword over here, and you're able to manifest a wonderful, joyous day if you push yourself into the day and you make decisions. You don't just react. So the gist of this is be proactive about your own ideas and make time for your own ideas. Don't just be of service, or don't just be there for other people and put yourself last. That's going to break your heart or make you feel ashamed or make you feel like, God, I've been so stupid. I've just been like a pig led to slaughter and I was blind and I just didn't see it coming. All of those. And then you tell yourself that story and you put guilt on top of it and on and on. So avoid that. Turn it around by taking action. You choose this wonderful motivation. You turn your back on the real world. You look at your idea and off you fly. And because you have a 1, you land again where you want to land. So she lands in Buenos Aires and she starts her amazing wedding dress business there. Because that's what brings her joy. She likes seeing people get married. And she starts a business and she's perfectly happy. So are you perfectly happy? This is one day, and I'm sorry if it sounds so cheesy, but it's a day that we're never going to have again. The only way to continue is to do every day. And every day is an opportunity to really make a change. Sometimes we just go through days and weeks and months and we just focus on the one thing and we have blinders on. Do you ever feel like when you come back from a holiday and you drive back to your house from the airport, do you ever get that sense of, oh, how strange is this? I didn't see this place the way I did when I was in it. Now I was on holiday for 2 weeks and I'm coming back and I'm seeing the area and I really see I don't like this and I don't like this. And when I live there, I put up with it and I just tune it out. So what have you tuned out in life? And what has forced you to tune that out? Pick it back up. You turn the volume up on yourself and you create. You bring the fun, you bring the flowers, you bring the joy, and you take off. Take it upon yourself. It's number 1, it's the initiative, it's you. You're the boss, not the real world. Have a fabulous day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, it says book your reading with me. And when you click on that, you'll see that there's a coupon code Spring Special. There's a 25% discount off all priority and emergency sessions. And again, that is for people who feel like astrology and tarot and numerology and my intuition, it's for people who feel that that has value and it's worthwhile. I really, really believe in the value of astrology. What I'm always perplexed by is that so many people just ridicule it when it's so accurate. And I literally have a map of who you are. And I can tell you your life purpose and your soul mission and money and work. And I've been doing this for quite a while, you know? Like, if I got it wrong all the time, then I'd have a problem. I would say I'm more right than I am wrong when I read people's chart. That's why the astrology is an amazing tool. So is the tarot. It's the law of attraction. You never draw the wrong cards. And when you open your intuition and you ask your higher self, or I ask my higher self and my guardian angel, everyone I work with, to then interpret this message, I find that extremely valuable. So thank you to all of you guys who have stayed and who find value in these readings, even when when things hit the fan. Because this isn't I don't think this is an entertainment. I really take this seriously. So thanks you guys for taking me seriously as well. Because yeah, I love these cards and I always have, and they do help me in real life. It's a practical thing I use to make my days the best way I can make them. Because I do look at every day as a daily reprieve. That's why I do the dailies, to make sure that I remember each day is a positive one-off experience that I'm going to get and that you get. So how many more days have you got left? You don't know. I don't know. And this is a wonderful day where you can fly off and ignore the things that bind you and hold you back. Have a wonderful day. Hit subscribe if you like the video and share it online, or don't if you don't like the video. Have an amazing day. If you want to get in touch, you know how. Just go to the website gregoryscott.com, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.